So that's another way. So if you have a shirt over, right? So say if you have a shirt over your uniform, and then you have to take it off yourself. You can either like this, that's one, and then this is two, you know, like that, and then the third one is like that. Yeah. So that's how it is. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so that's all on the Taekwondo and martial arts and the athletic skills of martial arts. I can tell you one more story before I go. Why did the karate and the Taekwondo get to the Olympics but not Kung Fu? So Kung Fu is, you know, or the other sports, is because Koreans and the Japanese have proved that their training had minimized the younger children to fight at a young age. Because once you're a black belt, you know how to breathe and you know how to count the time of your opponent. I'm just kidding. Then it is a sport. So it's not Kung Fu kind of, you know, kind of different halls and different style. So the whole Korean can practice Taekwondo and the whole Japan can practice the karate. But there are Kung Fu tournaments that are just forms, you know. So that's how these two sports had gotten to the Olympics. But Kung Fu has this elements and style because there are a lot of very hard farmers, and Koreans and Japanese are more concentrated living and with the machineries. So it's different, the three nations. So that's why the Koreans Taekwondo is in the Olympics as a sport, not as a combat skills. Judo too. Judo uniform is straight down because you pull the shirt or you pull the belt. Yeah. So you don't want to rip these. So that's why the judo uniform is straight down. You can wear the judo uniform and karate uniform in the tournament, but it's not recommended. Yeah. That's all. So afterwards, I usually enjoy a drink. I just sit in the car and listen to music to relax. And then I usually just sit there for a while and then get home and then quick shower, fast-paced shower, put my clothing either air dry or into the washing machine and ready for Sunday practice when I was doing this on Saturdays. One thing, if you can't jump, you have to practice your leg thigh muscle here more. The stronger this are, the stronger your thighs, the higher you can jump. So let me show you how I jump. I'm gonna show you how I jump, okay? So it's similar to basketball. And then the way you jump is that when you go straight, you stop and then you jump. So that's one way to jump. So that's how you jump. Or you can use your hands and jump like this. Two ways. Yeah. So this leg and this leg at the same time and just jump. Or two hands, one place, and jump. Sometimes, if you can't jump to a height, you can go like this, and people can jump on your shoulder. They can step on you and do a jump. Or this way. Or just like this. And then when they hop on your hand, you can do that jump. But ask your instructor for these. For the arc on the back, you might want to do this. And that's for your arc on the back. And when you're doing that, right, when you're upside down, your blood circulation is better. And when you're arcing, that's how it is. And one more, have you ever had hiccups? Go like this. Drink a whole gulp of water, and then swallow upside down. The water. So let me show you. So for example, if you're having hiccups, wait. It's usually because you're too nervous. You swallow it. And then you tell me, right? When I get old, my back is gonna ache and things. And I'll tell you that you can put a magnet sheet. So this is a magnet sheet on your back. Or you can use the warm blanket. And this is the on the blanket. So that's all. And then after the practice, you can comb your hair the way you want. All right. Cool. All right. Hope everyone have a nice season. Hope everyone have a nice season. Hope everybody have a nice season. Hope everyone have a nice season. Yeah. good. One more thing. Let me show you how some people had able to know how what kind of agility you have and coordination, right? You have a piece of bread, you throw it up, or you flick it, and you have to catch it with your mouth. So sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. And sometimes your timing have to trick everybody, okay? That's how it is. So usually you turn around and you tie your uniform. It's good. Sometimes they ask us why we have these. Cleaning the watch, but Taekwondo came before the watches. Tie the hair, or pull the car. Pull the car. Yeah. So don't think too bad, okay, about the belt. For example, you take out the belt, nice and easy, and there's a tie here, so that the back is always tight. And then you can do this. And that's when the farmers might have used the belt. So it's not for anything bad. So that's how it was. Maybe. Taekwondo started in the 1930s, but it goes back into the days. The white is probably represents the purity of a new student, and meaning welcome for instructions. Have you seen an instructor with the black uniform or the red or the blue uniform? I've seen it. The blue and the red uniform means that the class had experienced bad grades and everyone's down. So without music, they wear red and blue maybe. And the newcomers' color are white. So that's why the belt is just for picking things. Handling maybe the farming and things. So I think this is what the belt is for. So yeah. So that's what the belt might be for. Or for punching. Alright, so punching. Or punching. Or punching the sandbag. So, the belt. Yeah. And in some Asian cultures, when you run out of food and you don't have kind of an international standpoint and perspective and reasoning, then you can ask for food, or there's time that they pass out food and things. So that's another reason. So that's all. And see everybody next time. And the hair, yeah. And let me tell you, if you eat rice, drink some tea, and it lowers your metabolism, but giving you some strength. Your muscles is from food fiber, so anything you eat, it has food fiber, so you have to exercise. Oh, the scream. When you're doing a kick, you can say ah, or sa, or sa. So that depends on your throat, and then that's how fast you can be. And then the last hit, you might say oh, ha, sa, huh. So people make different noise. Different sound on your throat. So that's your vocal cord. The reason why you have voice and sound is because there's a vocal cord vibrating when you're talking, and your tongue controls it. So hope everybody enjoys. Good. Alright. And Taekwondo has standardized from Mr. former General Kim back in the 1930s or 1940s. That's good. That's all. Everybody do your homework, college exams, postgraduate exams. Alright. Alright, so everyone's good. The poomsae and the forms are usually 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines, up, sideways, and then up again. And the blue belt is always kind of. So be careful about the steps, because sometimes your boss reading. What else can I teach these guys? And then your walk. So that's how it is. Jogging. If you jog like this, you'll be tired. So try to hold your arms. Like this. And you can jog longer. Once you warm up, always stretch here. And right here. And let me show you how to flex your abdominals. So sometimes you're fat, right? You have hanging stomach. It's actually just too much soda or fast food. So you can lift your chest up and then and just hold it. So That's how you have a flatter stomach. In America, they measure this, how much fat you have. So you go, that is better. So, and in America, boys like to hit each other in the arm. And see how hard the other person punch and how they punch. Yeah, so that's how it is. And if you punch the other person in the arm, if you punch here, then it's a dead arm. Yeah. So you have to punch here or punch here. Ha. And that's how American boys kind of play in high school. Running, just running. Yeah. That's good. And when you're running and you turn, you can go like this. And then turn this way. And then you run. So that's how the intermediate level might get very repetitive. So you want something fresher, then you can do different hops. Sometimes when I run, I jump and touch the tree leaves. You know the tree leaves? So sometimes I run, and I'll touch the tree leaves and play with the nature, kind of. Yeah, so that's another reason. So that's how you do it. So this was my trophy back in the days. California State. Yeah. And by that round, I was already tired when they gave it to me. So you kind of stand on the platform. And then you bow down, and then they give you the medal. Yeah. So that's martial arts, self-defense. Taekwondo for a Chinese born American raised American grown officer. Hope everybody enjoys some of the points. Alright. Sitting posture in Taekwondo. The legs don't only can strike when you're standing up. You can also do sitting martial arts. Yeah. So, or even laying down, but not in a tournament, but in a somewhat So that's Taekwondo. And when you can find extra integration or methods of practice, you can tell your instructors. So it's just your coordination and how you cultivate your mindsets and balance your schedule. Monday is math, Tuesday, Wednesday maybe meetings, Thursday phone calls, Friday phone call and then go out, right? Or study. Alright, that's good. Hope everyone enjoys and use this information as a useful resource.